If you guys are looking to pick yourself up some crazy cheap PSN cards, MSP, or even PC games, then check out the link in the description down below and use discount code TGC3 for an extra 3% off. You can pick up games like Football Manager for as cheap as £15 and Counter-Strike Go for like a £5. Crazy cheap prices. Check them out now. What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to a brand new FIFA 15 squad builder. Today we have honestly one of my favourite teams I've used on this game. It was such an unusual side and it just ended up being so much fun to use. It was a really cool squad. So before we get stuck into it, what I do want to say is if you guys could smash that like button, that would be absolutely amazing. If we get it 350 likes in this video guys, that would be sensational. Also, if you guys are new around here, you may want to go ahead and hit that subscribe button to see plenty more videos in the coming weeks. But without any further ado, we're going to get straight into it with our goalkeeper, and that is Bravo. There's something about Bravo, I'm just quite a big fan of him on this game. I've used him recently for the first time actually, and I feel like I just want to put him in every squad at the moment because he is so OP. He's been so solid for me. He's not the quickest coming off his line, but I feel like he's one of the best shot stoppers that I've actually used on the game, which is just what I want in a goalie, really. Left back we have Gal Clichy. I think there's a couple options of players you could put here. Obviously you can use his informs as well, but I didn't want to spend too much in unnecessary places. I feel like the normal Clichy is more than adequate and a very solid left back indeed. Left centre back, I believe we have Koscielny. There he is, his upgraded Koscielny. A very OP card again, 82 pace, 84 defending, 77 physical. Very tall, just a very decent player. As you can see, I've played quite a few games with him. But yeah, 6'1", very solid indeed. Right centre back we have Matthew. Again, he gets that link there with Koscielny and then the strong link with Bravo. He's a player that I just feel is one of those players that does a really good job. Great pace, great defending and physical. And of course you can use his normal card, but that inform is too OP not to use it. Right back we have the upgraded Danilo. Now you can use his first or second informs, but for me they're a bit expensive and kind of unnecessary. Of course he got his second inform this week, but this card still is absolutely ridiculous with 82, 75, 77, 78, 78, 79 on his stats, which is just out of control for a right back and very, very OP indeed. Now, in the centre mid position, we have ourselves the upgraded Paulie P. Now, you can, of course, once again go for his informs, but again, I don't feel it to be necessary. I feel like this card is more than good enough. His upgraded one is so OP, amazing physical, great on the ball, and just a really nice, well-rounded player. Now we have two informs either side of him with Herrera and Pjanic. I'm quite a big fan of Pjanic. I wasn't too sure about Herrera. He got me a few goals, but he was a little bit iffy. Just kind of a player that works for chemistry and just kind of fills in the hole that you need in that position. He does a job, that's about it. Whereas Pjanic, I'm quite a big fan of him. I do like his passing, his dribbling. It's a shame he doesn't have 4-star skills, but a very solid player indeed. Left wing, we have a player I used in a squad last week, and he's really quickly becoming one of my favourite left wingers on the game. I feel like he's always around to score goals, even though other players are involved more. He's one of those players that's in the positions for the tap-ins, the little headers and stuff like that. And I feel like his stats, I feel like he's not getting enough attention for how good those stats are. They're really, really solid, so well-rounded. He'd be an amazing left mid, and he's a really solid left wing too. Every stat above 74 for a winger is really good, and one of my favourite players in all honesty. Right wing, we have Quaresma. Now this guy is one that we spent quite a while trying to pick ourselves up on the market. Obviously, it's really tricky to get the man of the matches at the moment. There's so many people trying to buy him and not enough Quaresmas. But 86 pace, 82 shooting, 84 passing and 89 dribbling. And he cost me, I think it was 175k, which is not too bad considering I managed to sell his inform about 4 hours before for I think it was 80k. So not too bad at all. We're not really lost out too much, and he's one of the best players I've actually used on this game. Then, last but most certainly not least, we have a really odd inclusion, and that is Vidal in striker. I picked up his man of the match, and I thought, look at those stats. This guy needs to be played in striker. It would be criminal not to. 81 pace, 81 shooting, 85 passing, 85 dribbling, 86 defending, and 87 physical. Even if you just swap these two around, obviously it wouldn't work for the team, but just imagine how crazy that team would be. What I may end up eventually doing is basically making this change, and then putting a different striker in, perhaps like Tevez or Pereira, one of those. But Vidal, even in striker, did a really good job, and he's a very interesting little player to try up there. Now, we're going to jump over to gameplay real quick, and we'll talk to you guys a bit more over there. So, I was playing with this team on stream last night. We're actually playing Gamer Saloon games where, like, we're basically playing viewers for, like, $5, $10, stuff like that, which was a lot of fun, and it, of course, made it really challenging to use this squad. Now, defensively, it was pretty solid. The water crates aren't exactly the best. I mean, Clichy's high-medium. Koscielny is better in that he's medium-high. Not many centre-backs have it, but then you've got high-medium with Matthew and high-medium with Danilo. Danilo. Koscielny is kind of a rock, but you do also need to go into your player instructions and make sure you tell Matthew and sometimes Clichy as well to stay back. Is quite a key part of the game. But having such an enforcer like Pogba in the midfield, the great passing from Pjanic, and just kind of the general appearance of Herrera does a good job. And then I found a lot of the time, if I just got the ball to Quaresma, I could just run with the ball and get some ridiculous skill goals anyway. So it was a really fun team to use. One of my favourite teams I've used in quite a while, actually. It was a really cool little team. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, though. Like I said, you can kind of make a cheap version of this if you just get the normal Quaresma, normal Lulic, normal Pjanic, the normal versions of all of them, and maybe even just stick like someone other than Vidal in striker. You can still build this squad. But I hope you guys did enjoy it. Smash that like button if you did. Subscribe to this channel if you're new around here. Remember, like I said, if we get it 350 likes, that'd be absolutely amazing. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.